Are you going to rent a house, or you're going to be buying a house in Nigeria, especially in Lagos? Do you know that we have clients who have been watching this channel for the past 2 years, 3 years, and they have learned a lot, but they haven't still made up their mind yet on what they should do. They have their family based in Lagos precisely. Let's use Lagos as an example because Lagos is a major. All right, but they have been paying rent for almost 20 years. Some have paid as much as 10-20 million naira within this period, and they are still preparing to pay more. Well, this video is really going to help you decide either to buy a house or to rent a house. So I'm going to go deep. I'll make it very simple and make you understand so many things, and also help you in your decision process. Now, to decide on should you rent a house or should you buy a house, these two things are important because everybody needs a shelter, everybody needs a roof on their head, everybody needs something they can say, oh yes, I'm actually in my own space. I don't have much money, but this is what I have, and this is what I'm enjoying, this is what I'm happy having. And I will teach you also how you can also invest into real estate and also make money of it to get the right property that you need. Well, if you don't know me, my name is Miss Nwakama, and I'm that real estate expert and that real estate advisor that can always help you get the kind of property you need. So if you're new to this channel, hey, welcome to HTHREAL TV, and under this segment we have where we talk about relationship, marriage, career, and so many others. But we also have the real estate deals. We also have our HTH Real Estate Masterclass, where you can learn a lot more about real estate even before you put in your money into the real estate investment in this assets. All right, what else do we have on our list? Let's dig deep into what we have more today. Okay. First, you might also be wondering, what's Ann talking about? Renting and buying a home. Yeah, well, we know buying a home is cheaper, but there are things you haven't heard me talk about, and I'm going to be sharing that with you in this video. I want to make life very simple for you. It's very simple for you and your family, and also understand the real estate market a bit so that you don't wait till properties are very high before you key into it, or before you make some certain decisions, so you don't even lose money. All right, so I'm going to teach you that simple step on how you can make money and never ever, I repeat, lose money in real estate. Okay, let's look through what we have today, but before then, let's take a short break and I'll be back shortly. Don't go anywhere. Make sure you stay tuned. Welcome back. All right, when you talk about rentals, it means you are going to a landlord. I want to make it simple. You're going to a landlord, an homeowner who is expecting to get return on his property every year. Sometimes it could be weekly, it could be monthly, or it could be yearly. Now when we talk about weekly or monthly, we're looking out on short let. It could be daily. Okay, and when you talk about rentals, so many people have rentals properties where they earn money from, whether you like it or not. And the good thing about rental is you're going to be earning that money till you grow old. Even if your pension aren't sure, this is sure that you're going to be getting money as time goes on. And guess what? The rental real estate market, increases as the inflation hits the Nigerian market. Once inflation hits Nigerian market, real estate goes this way. Boom. Inflation hits this way, all right, and real estate goes this way, because inflation has a very great impact in the real estate market when it comes to rentals. Now, being someone who has a house that it is up for rental, you are enjoying, because it is true. I've seen a client of mine who made up to 22 million naira on short let in a year. Okay, our company actually handled this short let for him, so it made me to understand that this is an eye-opening for It's an eye-opening for anybody who is connected to HTH Real Estate Masterclass. For the HTH investors, you are very lucky because you have everything at your tip. Okay, and basically for everyone who has a rental property right here in Nigeria, you are lucky, and I'm sure you are happy. And whoever is actually handling that for you, you are gaining a lot more than you even programmed for. Now, in the rental world, in the real estate market, it is said that within 3 to 5 years, properties are set to increase with as much as 55% to 75% yearly. And we've seen this happen. Now, in Aja, if you want to rent a 3-bedroom apartment, those days, like let's say 5 years ago, you can get it for as low as 500k, 600k. But as I speak with you, if you want to rent a 3-bedroom apartment in Aja, you would have at least 1.5 upward. To have a very sweet one, 1.5 upward. And that sounds really, really interesting to those who have bought properties when it was low, and they also buy for rental value. Now, for those who are renting, you have rented, I'm just giving you this analysis because I want you to grab this on time. You have rented a particular house in Aja for as long as 30 years, or let's say 20 years. You've been renting from one house to the other, from one house to the other. Now that Aja property now worth, maybe a 3-bedroom apartment now worth let's say 1.5 million naira. Yeah, 1.5 million naira. If you spend that 20 million naira, I mean, you've spent 20 years renting from one house to the other. So now let's use average of what you have spent so far. For example, let's give a benchmark of 750k plus 5 years, yeah. And this price changed for, as I know, since last year. So let's use 750k for it, okay? Or let's use 1 million. Let's not just use 750. Let's use 1 million because that is more like a benchmark. For example, you have spent 1 million naira. I'm actually with my calculator. You spent 1 million naira, yeah, and you've paid that for 20 years. That is 20 million naira. Now, how much does it cost for you to own an apartment that you don't have to pay anybody forever? How much does it take? Now, currently there's an apartment ongoing, a 2-bedroom apartment going for 20 million, yeah, which is up for sale at the moment within the Abidjan axis. And we have 3-bedroom penthouse, which is the kind of one you are living at the moment, and that is going for 25 million naira. As you can see, I'm just typing it for you. Now that you have this analysis, if you divide it by 20 years, can you see it? 1.250 million. Now, you that have paid up to 20 million naira for 20 years, are you planning to still keep paying in the next 20 years or in the next 10 years? Because the inflation on rental value can never come down in Lagos. That is one bitter truth you need to know. I'm very concerned about clients who don't know all of this analysis, so I tend to give it out the way it's coming from me. There is no script, okay? There is no script at all. I have to give you what I think you should know and make use of on time. Now, you can't keep paying rent this way. For a smart real estate investor, for someone who knows that you will never work all the rest of your life, trust me, even if you're earning in dollars, in millions, in pounds, wherever you are watching this video, you cannot earn how do I put it? You cannot earn for the rest of your life. There are times that will come that all you need to fall back on is your investment. It is truth. That is just the fact. You can't have it all to yourself, but if you have great investments in certain locations, your mind will be at rest. I mean, you will be seeing the money while you don't have to work for the rest of your life. This is a fact when it comes to rentals. Now let's go to buying a house, because I've already compared it to you, and Buying a house also, you want to either rent or buy a house. Buying a house, in addition to this, has saved a lot of people so much. It has saved you from paying for rent. It has saved you from paying on the inflation that has hit rental properties. It has also saved you from the stress of not buying properties when the price is low. Like, you have a land that you have built. Yes, lucky you. You have fleet of land you're looking at to build a mini estate. Lucky you. Now, this video is powered by HTHREAL Limited, and wherever you see this video, please take your time out to reach out to the number on the screen or the description box below, but that is what it is. Okay, let's dig deep more into this. Now we have these two comparisons. What is your take? I told you I'm going to make it as simple as it is. What is your take? We've got duplexes, we've got terraces, and it is better to buy than rent. Now, there are easier ways to buy. You buy and pay bit by bit, so it doesn't stress you. Now, some people have love for duplex, they have love for detached duplex, they have love for bungalow, they have love for all of this. But what they have at hand cannot be enough to sort all of this. Well, I've got good news for you. And that good news is real, whether you like it or not. This has worked for so many of my clients, and that is why if you go on our Google review, you'll be able to see a lot more. Please just go after this video on Google review, type in HTHREAL Limited, or check the Google link below to read other reviews. Our clients are happy. They are part of the HTH investors. HTH investors are the best, because once they take the right advice and we help them do this, guide them till the end, they are happy, smiling, and happy to give good recommendation. We've got a lot of referrals through this, trust me. Now, this is the game plan. This is the game plan. You are really tired of paying for rent. I mean, for your family members, for yourself, or anytime you're in Nigeria, you are tired. This is just up to here. You want to have your own space. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And this is the logic. Now, you might have the money to buy some lovely apartment maisonette in Lekki Phase 1, which we have on our YouTube. Some videos are on our YouTube. Please ask. And if you have money for that, like for one of my clients, they say I will not have land in Lekki. Look at me today. They say I cannot afford anything in Lekki. The reason why she became so happy was because we guided her to secure a lovely apartment within the Katias. So, what do you think? You also can own your space within Lekki Phase 1. Yes, Lekki Phase 1 or Ikate. Don't let anybody deceive you. And this location to the airport is less than 20 minutes or 15 minutes drive. And it's also close to the beach, it's close to a hotel, so many big hotels around there, Chinese restaurants, Italian restaurant, and so many other lovely locations. So don't let anybody come up with any story that you can't own a home in Lagos, you can't own a home in a certain location. Says who? We've got clients who have done this, but there is no rush to this. Sometimes you need to take this step bit by bit, enjoy the process. Once it's ready, you have your keys. Now, what am I talking about? We've got off-lands that you can venture into, and those off-lands would only guide you to home properties. I mean, I've delivered off-land properties to clients, and when I see the joy in their face and the sound of their voice, like, thank you very much. If not for you, I wouldn't have even believed this. Talk more of going into it. So this is the logic for anybody who wants to just stop paying rent. And you want to just stop paying rent, you find it harder to build hard, but I want a house. This is for you. Take this very, very seriously, because you might not get this kind of analysis in most videos. So I decided to make this video for you because I want you to understand what it is and how you can how you can overcome this. You can overcome this. Now, once you are ready for this, all you need to do is to check through an off plan that you can pay bit by bit, all right, and pay up in a period of time. Sometimes some off plan are up to 18 months, some off plan are up to 24 months, some 12 months, some 6 months. It all depends. And once you have picked the off plan that interests you, then you pay your initial deposit. There's a video I made on this channel as Power of Initial Deposit. So if you haven't watched that video, you can click Power of Initial Deposit by Nwakama. I'm sure it will pop up. Watch it and understand it. Pay the initial deposit and spread your payments up to how you want to spread it. Maybe to 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, 24 months. You can check your income, check your investment, the ones you think, oh yes, you can actually use to secure these properties. Now, owning a property in Nigeria, it's really a great deal, because only in Lagos, only in this lovely Lagos, you will see landlord that is not educated, doesn't even know where the university is, but he wakes up in the morning, he plays drafts, and he has money. Sometimes his children are schooling in one big school, and why? He's not working for anybody, but he's got investment that he's earning from, especially the real estate investment. He has houses, he has apartments, he has maisonette, he has lovely homes that once you come, you pick it, and that's it. So I'm making this detailed video so that you can get to understand the simple process how you can own a home. Now, if you are paying 1.5 million naira in your house and it is really stressing you, there is nothing wrong, okay, for you to give a plan to it so it doesn't stress you much. Go for a plan, a location that is lesser in price, okay. You don't have to live in Aja. If Aja is becoming very pricey, you can move to Abijo, Awoyaya Aziz, okay, because migration will happen whether you like it or not. 10 years ago, all of these locations, nobody was really looking at them. 20 years ago, it was that bad. Aja didn't even have flyover. Aja was like bush. That was where it stopped. If you are going to the bad areas, that is where Aja stopped. I mean, that was that very bad. But today, what's happening? I mean, cost of land in those houses are really increasing beyond imagination. So if cost of properties are increasing, and you know very well you also want to get this, move into a house you need to pay lesser, yeah. Then the balance you're supposed to be paying your landlord, push the balance into your off-plan development. This is simple. It's a sacrifice that you make to own your space so that by old age, you won't still be looking from one house to the other to move into. Moving from one house to the other, changing your home from one location to the other. You end up changing your children's schools. You end up changing so many things. The location of your business is just very discomforting. I mean, so many things that you need to put into consideration. That's why it is important you understand how these things work. Okay, I hope this has really guided you, and if you're interested to get a lot of more information, hit that subscribe button and also drop your comment at the comment section box under this HTHREAL lesson masterclass. Trust me, it's just all about you dropping comments, writing how you feel about the video. If you have videos you really want us to treat, feel free to drop them at the comment section box, and we will be happy to give you a lot of more details, a lot of more information. And guess what? I'm sure you'll be thanking us for all of this. Anyways, thank you so much for always staying tuned. Thank you for your likes, your support, and do not forget to share this video, because once you share it on your social media platform, somebody out there might be interested. Share it with your loved ones, share it with your family. Just hit that share button, all right, so that everything that you need about real estate can be met right here. I always beg you, because once you are very interactive in the class, all your questions that you ask, you'll be treating it one at a time, okay? And stay tuned and enjoy HTHREAL Lesson Masterclass. So go through the playlist, go through the HTHREAL Lesson Masterclass, watch a lot of videos, and be ready for more questions. Thank you, and have a blessed day. I love you. Bye-bye.